to another episode of Two Idiot Girls. Woo! How you doing?
Good. I feel like I'm doing costume changes every episode now because I have to have a new pair of glasses every time.
Why? You don't?
I definitely don't. I just so happen to always have a different one. It's normally based on whichever one's closest to me.
Yeah.
Right before we start recording.
That's the one.
Yeah, so these are fake glasses, by the way.
You can tell.
Don't know if you could tell by looking at them.
They have that blue light thing in them, huh?
Yeah. I got them from a Coachella styling house 2 years ago because none of the clothes fit me.
All the glasses did though.
Yeah. Not even that. This was the only pair that fit my head.
There's fuzzies on your mic, bro. You should get them. Oh, don't do that.
Dude, not there being tuna hair on this
That's
mic.
why when you're talking, there's little tuna tufts floating around your face.
Well, no, that other one was just a fuzz, but like...
Tuna's going through a shedding phase. They both are, huh?
Yeah, both my dogs are shedding their winter coats right now, but Tuna has far more hair than Squid does, so like it's just everywhere. It's everywhere. It's so bad.
Everywhere I turn.
Everywhere I look and turn, there's white fur. He's going bananas right now.
What was I gonna say? Oh, me and Donnie we're trying to catch up. Drew finished Avatar: The Last Airbender, the cartoon.
Guys,
so me and Donnie we're in the middle of season 2.
Guys, we have to talk about it. Listen, obviously with no spoilers. Okay, wait.
Everyone dies.
First off, one of you did correctly guess which episode I was like sobbing at. It was the Tales of Ba Sing Se. Caller, chat, go ahead and comment down. Congrats emojis.
I haven't gotten there yet, but I'll update you once I do.
Yeah, so that episode, that was the episode that made me cry. It was not the one when Appa got stolen. I thought that was tragic. However, I thought Toph did what she needed to do.
Yeah, I mean,
but
she's one of the best characters.
that wasn't the episode that made me cry, because it was sad. But I just thought it was what happened was supposed to happen is how I felt about it. So that one didn't make me that sad. It was sad, but not that sad. Anyways, no, I was talking about that episode.
Yeah,
like,
I watched that one. You're right.
I just said it didn't make me as emo as I think it made most people. I thought a later episode about Appa honestly made me more sad than that one.
Maybe that's the one they're talking about.
No, it's not.
Oh, okay.
It was not. Only because I know
I don't like the monster in that episode.
Which one?
The one where Appa gets taken.
What monster are you talking about?
The
big owl.
I don't like that guy.
Ugh.
I don't like that
Bro,
guy.
all the spirit creatures,
I don't like them.
I'm always like,
the Heibai one with the guy that the panda.
Hate that.
Get it
out.
Hate
you.
Ben 10 looking ass.
Yeah.
Get out of here.
9 arms looking ass.
Get out.
Get out of here.
Get out.
And I said, you get out of here. Where's that from, chat? Do y'all know where that's from? Do you remember where that's from?
No, what's it from?
It's from SNL. It's like it's a skit that I think Kristen Wiig and Fred Armisen are doing together.
Okay.
And then they're basically like, I don't know what their occupation is supposed to be. I don't know if they're like improv people or what, but they're talking about their act and they're like, oh no, wait. Scratch everything. I'm such a liar.
No, you're talking about that's the singing duo like Cat and whatever, right?
I am literally a stupid bitch liar.
You guys,
it is Kristen Wiig, but it's Kristen Wiig and Will Ferrell.
We're doing a second. This is a third high episodes. If you couldn't tell, this one's pretty bad so far. Keep going. This is a third one.
Holy shit! The way I just openly lied for at least 2 minutes.
Yeah, me too. Because I wasn't paying attention because I was high, so that's my fault. I'm sorry.
No, it's Kristen Wiig and Will Ferrell,
okay.
And they're presenting at the Golden Globes.
Yes.
And they're doing their speech, and they're like, I love that movie. Oh, like they're saying the nominees, like the movies that were nominated, and then they're like, and the way that she went in there and she's you get out of here, and they're like singing at the same time
in unison.
Yeah,
because they're improv,
and it's because they're trying to guess what the other person's gonna say.
Dude, I watched a Will Ferrell skit the other day where I don't remember.
That was crazy. That was a ridiculous 5 minutes.
Of the two
sorry
of us.
Sorry about that.
We'll walk in right now. I'm sorry, guys. I was thinking of, I watched it on TikTok. It was this clip of Will Ferrell where he's the drama teacher, and he's putting
up the list. Yeah,
it's so funny.
Oh, so good. Anyways, what was I talking about? Avatar. Yeah. Okay. Finished it. Miss her so bad.
You guys gotta watch the live action.
We are.
Okay.
We are watching it, and it is getting better.
I told you.
Those first two they're a little rough. But it is getting better. I'm vibing. with the main 4 if you count Zuko.
Mm-hmm.
I'm vibing with them. I think they're nice. I think the chemistry's there.
I think the actor they picked to play Sokka looks and acts exactly like Sokka.
Yeah, he's great.
I think they did such a great job.
He's really in first place.
Yeah.
Well, him and Zuko. I think I think Zuko.
I really like Katara too. I don't not like Aang. I just feel his voice sounds funny to me when I watch it.
Yeah,
like his was like done in ADR, so it's like a voiceover.
Yeah,
it's like so much clearer, and it like I don't, it gives me sensory issues. So that's not against him. It's just me.
I honestly just think that they're just in the early stages of the show. That's what I was thinking. I'm like, it's always a little rough in the beginning because you're establishing and like growing a relationship like parasocially with them. You're like, okay, I think I'm vibing with you. Yeah. Now I think we're on like episode 3 or 4, and I like it. I think they did a great job with the casting so far. Like, I think everyone's awesome. But the cartoon,
did you see Lord Ozai?
Yeah, I already know who it is, and I know what he looks like because I saw the promo pics.
He's hot. They show him topless. I was like, who is that? Give me a second.
I saw someone say they wanted to know well, first of all, someone told me I have Azula's hairline, and I was like, I can't tell if that's a read, but that's actually accurate. So I can't tell if I should be offended or flattered. But yeah.
Azula hairline head ass.
She's got a widow's peak. So
I forgot what her hair looked like in the cartoon because I hadn't gotten to there yet when I watched the live action.
Yeah.
And she's in the live action. Have you seen her?
Not yet.
Oh, okay. Sorry. That was a spoiler. Sorry.
Yeah, I'm going to see Azula.
Well, in season 1.
I would assume.
Anyways, so I was like, her hair looks dumb in the live action. Then we're watching the cartoon, and I go, oh, it looks just like the cartoon.
Nice. And she wasn't even watching live action. She was looking at me. Her hair looks dumb.
Look how dumb her hair looks.
Yeah, someone told me I have her hairline. People wanted to know my thoughts on her. I mean, a cunty older sister.
No, she's younger. That's what Donnie said.
Oh, yeah. Cunty sister, then.
There's a couple of them right here.
Yeah.
You're looking at him.
You got a bitchy little sister? Fucking, I am the bitchy little sister. What do you want from me?
Do you know how many of those TikToks I get tagged in that are like about being the older sister and your younger sister's mean?
Oh.
Every day. At
Hold
least
on.
3.
No, I get those too sometimes. But I also think, I mean, yeah, I think in the cartoon, I will say this. That show, the cartoon, is one of the greatest shows ever made. And I stand by that. It still holds up. The finale of all finales. There was 2 things in that finale, and I can't say it yet, but you bitches will know what I'm talking about. There's 2 things in that finale that I did not fuck with how they ended. Not at all. Everything else, perfect. Everything else, yeah, 2 things, chat. You know the 2 things. But yeah, those are the only 2 things I didn't like. Other than that, start to end, beautiful, perfect. Couldn't have written it better myself. Leave it to the experts, the creators of Avatar. Anyways, huge fan. Also, we watched Ricky Sneaky.
Dude, if I could be paid to promote any movie, it should be Ricky Sneaky. That movie was so fucking funny.
It's so
Put John Cena
so
in
silly.
Every comedy you can think of.
It's honestly so silly and stupid, and the storyline is insane.
Mm-hmm.
But some of the jokes, bro,
they're so funny.
Holy shit. Like, it's just, and John Cena, like, genuinely, this is not a joke. He is wonderful in that movie. Mm-hmm. Like, his comedic timing is so good.
I don't want you guys to watch it and tell me how bad it was, because it was funny. That's all I care
about.
It
is bad.
Yeah.
It is bad, but it's not anyone but you bad.
No, it's
Feel
like,
me?
It's kind of like, would you say Neighbors? Was Zac Efron?
No, because Neighbors was better. It's like Kissing Booth.
Okay.
Kissing Booth bad. Like, it's good, but it's bad.
Is worse.
What?
The Kissing Booth is worse. Is
I don't know.
I don't know. I also, I'm not gonna lie, the last 20 minutes of the movie I wasn't watching it anymore. So
Ricky Sneaky.
Yeah.
But it's long as fuck too.
I watched a lot of it, and it was unbelievably funny. And I convinced you to watch it, and I'm glad I did, because it was really.
It was funny. Like, it honestly, props. It was funny. Some of the jokes are so like beautifully written in that fucking movie. It's in the same vein as like Spy and like The Heat and stuff.
Yeah.
The storyline's just like a little worse than that. You know what I mean? It's kind of like all over the place, but very entertaining.
Yeah.
Had a blast watching it. What else did I watch? Or did you watch anything new?
That's pretty much it.
Yeah, other than that, But look at me, y'all. I am truly on a roll.
Oh my God. Someone commented on the last episode where I was like, have you ever seen Black Widow? And you're like, the movie? And I was like, yeah. And you're like, yeah, I've seen it. They're like, I like how she is so like mad that Jason would think she hasn't seen something new. So she doesn't watch the same three things the whole time. And I was laughing because I was like, I was because I couldn't remember why I felt like that because I was high in the moment. But when I watched it back, that made me laugh because that's exactly why I was confused.
That's and I wanted really to clarify. Hold on. That's really funny. I'm gonna give you that, and then I need you to prepare because you're about to eat fucking crow.
Why?
The reason why I said it that way is because we saw it in the theaters together.
No, you know how I know because it came out in 2020 when we watched it at home.
I know, not in theaters. Sorry, we watched it at the same time at home.
Oh, okay.
In 2020,
I couldn't remember if you watched it.
We were in the same room when we watched it. Not the movies.
Yeah,
I'm high. Remember? Yeah, not the movies.
We were just catching each other slipping this whole episode.
I was like, funny, but you were wrong. Because I have to be right about that.
Yeah, I've seen it. Okay, sorry. Sorry.
That's why I said it that way. Also, we've made so many jokes about Black Widow before that I'm like, of course I fucking... How else would I have gotten your Red Guardian joke?
Oh, that's true.
When you said they need to put him in the prison that the Red Guardian was in.
Me to all men ever. Put them there. I don't want to deal with it anymore.
Take them away.
Dude, a part in our last episode, us just reminiscing about us being funny. That made me laugh when we were talking about Mr. Rogers. You'll kill it. In that episode of Avatar where that owl is following them, I'm all, kill it. Kill it.
I don't know. Fucking kill it. I don't know. Just do something about it. I guess kill it. Yeah, dude.
Kill it.
Kill it. Enough.
Oh, you guys, we went to New York. We haven't talked about that.
Oh, shit. That's right.
And guess what? We didn't go to Quality Italian.
That's not true. We went in and then Billy just took it upon himself to walk up the stairs, and turns out they didn't open for another 2 hours. So he scared the shit out of a poor woman carrying menus.
But instead, we got to eat at Jam.
Yeah.
Right? Next door?
It's either Jam or Toast. It's one of those.
It's Jam.
Jam, you're right.
We've been jammed. Where's that from? So we went to Jam. It was pretty good. We did a bunch of mini plates. I was like, God, I'm so skinny. Oh, I can only pick a little bit from each plate. There was like 12 plates on the table.
There was like literally 12 plates and 5 of us. So
we ate at Jam.
You do the math.
Jam. Is that Midtown? I don't know.
Yeah, that's in Midtown.
By the park over there. And then we ate at Wagamama's. And it just hits every time. It just hits every time. It's so good every single time.
What I would do for that meal right now.
Wagamama?
That sounds so good right now.
You need to come to the West Coast, please. We need you.
There is one actually, I think, in California. I just don't know where it's at. I think it's like towards I thought maybe it was towards Central California, but not like in Central California.
Why the fuck would they put one out there? Put one in Hollywood.
I literally could be making that up.
You probably are.
Probably. Can't wait for someone to correct me. Can't wait for someone to fact check me.
One thing about our followers is they're gonna make sure we know.
They're gonna fact check me, bitch. Oh my goodness gracious. Spicy pork Szechuan ramen from Wagamama. Yeah.
I'm gonna miss that game.
Yeah.
Wait, we ate there and then that was it, huh?
Oh, dude. I got a cookie from the hotel that I will not tell you.
I thought you were going to tell them what we were doing there. I was like, oh, I didn't know we were going to share that. We can't share that.
No. Oh, no, I can't tell you that.
Sorry, guys.
There's something else I did in New York that you guys would never fucking believe.
Shut up.
You literally could not ever conceptualize what else I did when I was. You literally couldn't.
Oh man.
What's your best guess? You're
wrong. It's wrong.
What's your next best guess?
Wrong. That's also wrong. You guys, if you've ever listened to the song "Lemonade" by Gucci Mane, you should. I felt compelled to share that right now. Sorry.
That has nothing to do with my
the story.
With my happening.
I just felt compelled to share that. Sorry.
No, dude. At the hotel, I had a cookie one night, and it was a poppy seed cookie. Bro, When I tell you, I was like, when I ate it, I felt like it was
Euphoric?
yeah, but it felt like one of those little balls was going down into the central control thing because a core memory had been made.
Oh my god, dude.
I literally was memorizing every single thing about that cookie because I was enamored with her.
Dude, remember that TikTok I sent you that said for, like, what would you remove from this plate?
Yeah.
And then you said, I'm going to take the panties off that corn. That's what you sound like right now. Is a TikTok with like a plate of food, and then there's like Thanksgiving food and stuff like that.
He's like,
you have to remove one thing from the plate. Which one?
I'm taking the panties off that cornbread. Fuck you mean?
That's you talking about that cookie.
Abso-fucking-lutely, dude.
I was trying to know it inside and out. Okay.
I have it burned into my memory.
Too much.
She was delicious. And I personally can't wait to have one again. So
just wanted to share that.
Just wanted to share that with all of you. Thank you for your time.
Dude.
I yield my 5.
One time we went to Quality Italian and we were walking there and we ran into these girls that recognized Drew. And she took a picture with Drew and then we kept walking. And then by the time we got to Quality Italian, she had tagged Drew in the photo on Instagram. And she said, I love seeing you fucked up with all your friends. And Drew was completely sober. It's like you just have that vibe then. I don't know, dude.
I literally reposted it and all I put was I was literally 100% sober.
Like she hadn't smoked or anything.
Yeah, and then I put in parentheses a bunch of question marks. That's it.
And it was so funny.
I love seeing you fucked up with your friends. I was like, are you talking about me? Did you meet somebody else?
Completely sober.
And then I started thinking, did I smell like liquor or something? Like,
no, but I think she was kind of drunk. Like she kind of seemed like her and her friends were having fun or something. But I was like, so you know when you're drunk and you just think everyone else is too? Maybe?
It just feels mean. and not
it's so pointed.
And not intentionally mean. It just feels so pointed. Like,
completely stone cold sober, dude.
Stone cold Steve Austin sober.
Oh my god. That was so funny. My head hurts from laughing. Yeah, we went to New York. Drew did work stuff.
Yeah,
I pretended the whole time I was going to go to lesbian bars, as I love to do every time I go to New York. And then instead I started watching Love on the Spectrum. I'm a big fan. I think it's super cute.
Oh, Love. Yeah. It was,
that's pretty much it.
It was a pretty quick trip this time. So we were in and out.
I always like hate going, and then as soon as we get there, I'm like, God, it's so fun here. And then we leave, and I'm like, thank God I'm home. That's me going.
Yeah, that's pretty standard, I'd say, with all the traveling we have to do for work.
Mm-hmm.
So, it is what it is.
Our girl Jackie Ina.
Oh yes, my queen.
She's been talking about how she's like, don't call me auntie, and people are getting offended.
Yeah.
I would like to bestow this upon you too. Do not call me auntie, because I'm not your auntie.
I think it's just let people assert a boundary and not get mad just because they're women. You know what I'm saying? Like, if a man said, please don't call me that, like, people would be like, oh, at least he's so polite. And then when women do it, they're like, and what the fuck's that supposed to mean?
Yeah.
When you think you're better than me? It's like, what the fuck? No, dude, like, just let people have their boundaries. It costs you nothing to just not do that. You know what I'm saying? However, I remember the exact thing I was saying.
Okay.
Because we were talking about, like, I don't really think there's anything I don't enjoy being called. I mean, like, it's more so just over familiarity that makes me uncomfortable.
Which I think that's why Jackie's saying, don't call me auntie.
It is. Yeah. Absolutely it is. And I recognize it for what it is.
Yeah.
Because I'm the same way. Like, Jackie and I have a lot in common as far as, like, boundaries, like, what we like and what we don't like.
Yeah.
And, like, we have a lot in common in that sense. I think that's why we get along so well. But, like, which is ironic because she's told me before she doesn't always get along with Virgos. Yeah. Which is crazy. But anyways, like, I just don't think it's fair to get mad at someone for saying, like, hey, please don't do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just a boundary. They're asking you to respect it. It costs you nothing. And the overfamiliar part is why it bothers me. And I I'm not sure if that's why it bothers Jackie, but I'm sure it has something to do with it, because I also don't enjoy when people are over familiar. It makes me uncomfortable, you know what I mean? And then obviously as a public person, there are certain things you try to like keep yours, because that's all you really have at that point, because you share so much of yourself. So it just feels insensitive. But to make it funny, right? To pivot into a funnier territory. When I was a kid, right? I went to school with this girl, and she used to annoy me like very, very, very badly. And we were in many classes together. So like as we went to the next grade, she was always in my class. And I'm not sure why, but she had a habit of doing shit even though I asked her to stop. You know what I'm saying? So, for example, like she would constantly want to hug and stuff, and I told her, please don't do that. Like, because I hate being fucking touched. I've hated that since I was a child.
Yeah.
Dason knows that. Dason loves to hug.
I know, and I only touch her in very specific moments, like a side hug or something. Yeah. We don't even hug when we say bye. I just wave at her.
Yeah. It's just like, you know, it's just my thing. Let me have my thing.
I love to touch people.
I know. Dason's like physical touch is a big thing for Dace.
I love touching people.
The only person I enjoy that from is Billy. That's literally it. And I'm not kidding. And I'm okay with my mom.
Yeah, me too.
That's okay with me.
Yeah.
And it's because she's my mom. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, she used to do that shit to me, and I would get so mad. I would get so fucking angry, and then I would yell at her to like leave me alone, like shit like that. And then she would cry, and then I would get in trouble. And then one time it went too far, because my mom, like my family calls me Drewby a lot. It's a nickname my mom made up when I was a kid. Everybody in my immediate fucking family calls me that. No one outside of my immediate family ever fucking calls me that. And this is a warning right now. None of you bitches better be calling me that.
I will block you if you do.
None of you bitches are calling me that. Like, we're being vulnerable. We're sharing, right? Okay, so my mom has called me that since I was a kid. Dason calls me that. My dad calls me that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Donnie calls me that. It's just my immediate family. Literally just them, my uncle, and my grandpa. That's it. Billy doesn't call me that for obvious reasons. Like, it's a childhood nickname. One day my mom was saying bye to me at school, and this bitch heard it, and she would not stop calling me that. No matter what I fucking said. I was literally like, don't call me that, like immediately. And she was like, why? It's your nickname. And I go, that's not your nickname. That's my nickname. And I told her, don't call me that. Just my mom calls me that. And then she would wait, and then she did it again, and then she did it again. And then I exploded on the bitch. And I literally told her that I was never going to be her friend. Like, I just exploded on her. And then I got in fucking trouble. And then when they asked me why I yelled at her and made her cry, I said she would not stop calling me that. And then they told me that I overreacted, and that was fucked up of me. Well, obviously they didn't say that because I was a child. But when they called my mom in, my mom literally told them, she asked her to stop calling her that. Why are you getting upset only at my daughter? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, my mom like stood up for me because that was like a boundary, and I was like, just don't fucking call me that. It doesn't cost you anything. All of that being said, when I was a kid, I was like, they called me a fool. They called me a fool. They called me crazy. They said that it was unheard of that anyone could ever be upset at something like that. And now here we are. 20-something years later. And I have finally been vindicated in me really fucking hating when people are overfamiliar, specifically with nicknames. Mm-hmm. Any sort of pet name.
Well, I remember my name on my Instagram used to be Dace for a really long time, and I told her, why are people calling me that? And she's like, well, isn't that your name on Instagram? And I was like, forgot.
Well, and I call Dason Dace. A lot of you call her Dace. She doesn't care about that. It's not like a cutesy nickname. Dason doesn't care about any of that shit. I care.
Don't call me fucking auntie. I care about that. I'm not. I know.
I'm talking about nicknames,
and that's because of being overfamiliar. And also, I'm not your auntie. I actually am an auntie to other people, but I'm not yours. So don't call me that. Ooh. Okay. You can tell people we're cousins, though. I don't care about that.
I care about that. Don't do that. Don't do that.
I'm just kidding. All right, guys, we're gonna get straight into this week's episode. We're doing a part 3 of questions to ask us after we've gardened. And if you couldn't tell from the first 8 minutes of this episode, we've clearly gardened a lot. So
also, this is the final installment.
Yeah.
And then we will move on with our lives.
finally.
But y'all are enjoying this series, so we're going to run it back one more time.
We thought, why not?
Sure.
So this first one's from Samantha. She said, what's your favorite thing to do after taking in the devil's lettuce? Also, do you get the munchies?
I think the munchies are just like, honestly, Mandela effect. Like, I think you just like, anything sounds awesome when you've gardened.
Yeah.
Like eating, going in the car, swimming,
I feel like sitting outside,
like laying in the sun, like
Yeah.
all of that shit rocks after you've gardened.
The other day I gardened.
I think you
and
just,
then
if you choose to eat, that's just, you're choosing to
I
eat.
started cleaning my house and I was like, I should do this all the time when I have to clean, because it is so hard for me to clean
Yeah.
and be motivated.
No, for real. Like, it's, especially like eating too. Like, also, if you haven't eaten after you, girl, you're missing out. You'll literally be living in Ratatouille when he eats the cheese and stuff, and it's like swirling around his head. That's how it feels to eat when you're high. Oh, it's so good. It's so awesome because everything tastes phenomenal.
My favorite thing to do after I've smoked is go to sleep.
My favorite thing to do
That's my favorite.
is watch something funny. Watch something funny and maybe have a little snack of some kind.
Like hot Cheetos.
Yeah, that's my favorite thing to do. Playing video games is pretty fun too. That's also fun.
I've done Dreamlight Valley a little bit high. It's
Yeah.
really nice. Yeah. I
That
agree.
one's also fun. Literally everything is better. Everything's more enjoyable.
Just turns off my brain a little
Except
bit.
working. Can't do that in work.
No. Even this is hard.
Yeah.
Okay.
And this is working.
This next one's from Hunter. They said, what is the silliest rule or custom that we have in society? Like, what social thing do you think is silly or unnecessary or doesn't make sense?
Oh, I have a perfect one. The whole concept of fine dining. That's stupid.
What do you mean?
All of it.
In what? I know what.
From kitchen to front of house, girl. Every single aspect of fine dining. Like the maitre d',
Oh, I
the forks in those spoons,
Yeah,
the way that the wine can't be served on the left side, it has to be served on the right, like the way that your napkin has to point due north because then you're due for 6 more weeks of winter. Like all of that shit is so stupid to me.
Yeah.
Because it's so made up. Like it doesn't mean literally anything.
No, it was
at
like
all.
someone just thought that made more sense and they were like, and if you don't do that, you're so rude.
If you don't do that, you're fucking poor.
Yeah.
Get out of here.
Yeah.
And then all food is the size of a $50. Any bigger,
I wouldn't know. No one's ever taken me to a
fucking
restaurant like
fast
that.
food chain. Get the fuck out of my face.
Yeah.
It's just like the whole concept of fine dining. Like even like everything about the bear. Like all of that is so stupid. It's so dumb. Like not cooking. Like cooking's not dumb. But I just mean the art of like all these different facets of like finery when it comes to how you like cook, plate, and serve something.
Yeah.
Silly.
There's just too many rules and none of them make sense.
Well, that's what I said. Silly.
Yeah.
Like it's inherently silly. It's so silly and so not real or based in anything serious to me.
Yeah.
That's why like I find fine dining to be like somewhat of a scam, but I do think that it's cool that chefs can like be platformed in a way that's relevant or equitable to artists, because I do think that they are artists.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's nothing to do with cooking. It's just fine dining. You know what I mean? Like
the experience of it.
I find that to be silly. Well, it's just like all the shit you have to learn, like
Yeah.
all this, the way that they shuck oysters for a year straight before they start learning how to fold napkins. Like that type of shit is so silly to me. You know what I'm saying? And I'm talking about the like staff, like the maitre d' people, like, you know, there's like levels to it, and then there's like the highest level, and then you get paid a salary. Like
I don't know anything about that, but
Dude,
it sounds like it makes sense.
it's insane. It's cuckoo bananas. Have you ever seen the movie Burnt or whatever? The one
with Bradley Cooper.
really good
Yeah.
and silly inherently.
Kind of like Chef.
Yeah, silly.
Yeah.
Like silly and stupid, like in fine dining. Like it's not real.
Who's the girl in Burnt?
I forget. I loved that movie though. It's a great movie. and the grilled cheese in the movie Chef.
I think about her.
I dream
every
about her.
day.
I dream about her sometimes.
Sienna Miller. I think that was the girl.
Oh, yeah. T. Anyways, what about yours?
Like a silly rule?
Yeah, it's just like, it's like something that's just been created by man that we just all like adhere to at this point.
I think that like, you know, like just different areas of people, they have certain customs that they do. So like in New York, if you're not walking at 100 miles an hour, they're legally allowed to shove you into the street.
Yeah.
I think that's dumb. I feel like it should be a set precedent across the world.
I agree.
Like,
you would think. And then when you fly on a plane, you realize that most people in the world couldn't follow a rule to save their fucking life.
Like,
if a gun was being held to their head, they couldn't follow a rule.
I told you, when we get to TSA, there should be a line for people who don't know what they're doing, and and it's going to take you a minute, and then everyone else should get to go in a different line.
That's why I said, like
you know when you're getting on the plane and they go, hey, if you need extra assistance or extra time to get on the plane, you get to get on first. There should be a line at TSA for that. You need if you, when it's time to board the plane, if you qualified to get on the plane first, this is the line for TSA that you get to go on.
A competence test would be nice.
There's no reason I should be standing behind a man in his 50s who walks through, oh, change in my pocket, walks through, oh, forgot my watch, my phone,
and also like,
and then he hasn't taken off his shoes or his belt or his hat. Why?
Dude, the way I watched an old man walk through, and then he goes, do you have anything in your in your pockets? He goes, just my wallet. Yeah. That needs to come out.
So
and he goes,
when I said empty your pockets.
Yeah, and he goes, the TSA agent goes, you got to empty your pockets. He goes, even if it's just my wallet? Girl. The way I'm going to dig in your butt and get that fucking wallet and pull it out. And he's 100, mind you.
That's what I'm saying. Put those guys in a separate line that's all the way at the end. And then they can be late for their flight that way.
He's 100 years old. I'm literally like, bro, like, are you confused because the last plane you went on, you had to pedal it like the Flintstones? Like, get the fuck out of line if you don't know what you're doing. The way that he was literally like, even if it's just my wallet. Girl.
What if he just went, you're under arrest?
And then you know what? That's why I don't take that shit personal when TSA's rude to me.
Yeah.
Because that's the shit they deal with
all day.
100,000 people a day who have flown multiple places multiple times throughout their entire lives. And then for some reason when they get there, they all of a sudden have never seen an airport in their fucking life. Like, it's honestly insane.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable. That's why even if it's just my wallet.
Oh, no, that's fine. You can leave that in there.
Oh, why didn't you say so? You specifically, you don't have to empty your pockets because you just don't want to.
Even if it's just my wallet. And he goes, I was just going to say, even if it's just your wallet, you can leave that in there.
Unless it was your wallet. You got me. You actually beat me to it. Holy fuck.
In the off chance that it is your wallet, leave it in there.
God, you know what? Someone hand me a Sharpie. I'm going to write and change that sign up there.
Even if it's just your wallet.
Those 50 fucking signs you read before you get to the
signs, and then they have pictures of wallets, keys, change.
You know, phone. Just in case you don't want to read the sign. you not only have a picture, but you also have an auditory person saying,
one of the nastiest thing I saw at TSA was a girl, and she had her Stanley Cup, which I think traveling with her Stanley Cup's crazy. Yeah. And she had the straw, and she just laid it, as empty, and she just laid it in the tray. The straw was exposed. And you know when she gets out, she's going to go to that water fountain and fill up the Stanley and then drink from that straw. The same bin I put my shoes in that has that guy's dirty wallet.
Yeah, I put my fucking shoes in, for real. Dude.
That's too much.
Even if it's just my wallet.
But like, speaking of TSA, why do they have different rules at every airport? It's a law for a
that part
reason.
Is silly, stupid.
Leave your laptops in, leave it in, don't. Why the fuck is your laptop not out? Do you have a laptop?
It's funny because I love when you walk up and then, you know, you have to take your sweater off if you have one on. And
they always say, do you have a shirt on?
Yeah. The fact that they always ask, well, do you have a shirt on? Which seems stupid to ask, but is it? Considering who goes through TSA?
Yeah.
I don't think that's a silly question to ask at all anymore.
I've worn a shirt without a sweater without a shirt before, so I appreciate that they ask me, but not when I'm going to the airport.
No, me too. And I have worn no shirt under a sweater, and I was like, no, actually I don't. And they're like, oh, it's okay, just leave it on then. Right? Like, I'm just saying they have to ask you because I guarantee someone has been like, oh, okay, and just taken it off and been topless. And then they're like, you need to. I should have clarified if you have a shirt on. So now they're like, just ask them out the gate.
And even if it's just your wallet.
Even if it's just my wallet.
Yeah, I think there should be more rules at TSA.
Speaking,
that's the silly custom.
More
I think.
Rules, more barriers,
more. The barrier to entry is not high enough. We need more.
You know what's that reminds me when we were coming back from New York and we get on the plane. We were sitting in our seat. We got to our seats, and then, well, first off, when we went to go to our seats, this lady was yelling at us because she was telling us we were in the wrong line because that was for Sky Priority only. And she said it 3 times to us. And then we had to show her a ticket to prove to her that that's the line we were supposed to be in. Mm-hmm. And then she stopped that line and was like, oh, I didn't know. Come on. So we got on the plane, and we've talked about this before. That happens to us every time. Like, no matter what, it's always going to happen to us at least once.
It's and then we don't fly in suits and
apparently I have to be dressed like Don Draper in order to be qualified to sit in that row.
To be taken seriously in that line.
by fucking the airlines. So I go on the plane, we get to our seats, we're sitting down. I was standing up and I was like adjusting the air to like make it point to me. And
I don't care what time it is. I don't care what the temperature is outside. I am opening that
air
full
is
blast.
Turning on. I wanted blasting like Freon.
Just the top of my scalp.
I want the tip of my nose to be frozen. So I'm like, so we're on the flight. I'm like reaching up to touch my air vent or whatever. I'm like standing like that. And then I posted about this on my Instagram story, but the flight attendant literally was mad at me. She told me I was gonna have to keep. She was like, you're going to have to keep your sweater on the entire flight. It's because
one of Drew's tits fell out. That's why.
Well, she didn't ask me if I had anything on underneath. That's why you're supposed to ask me.
It's a bare chest.
That's on you. Uno reverse.
Skin to skin contact.
Skin to skin contact. That's best for bonding. So she approaches me very confidently and tells me I'm going to need to keep my jacket on the entire flight. To which I respond, oh, why? Oh, why is that? Because I thought she was trying to tell me like I had something on there.
Why is that silly?
Yeah. Again, I'm not taking her seriously at all. I don't think she's trying to like lecture me or anything. I literally think she's just trying to inform me of something. Mm-hmm. And so that's my attitude is very aloof and removed. And so then she's like, you're going to have to keep that on because the vulgarity, the profanity on your shirt. My shirt said, you ain't shit. That's what my shirt said. And the shit part was underneath my hair, so you could barely read it, and I had a jacket on top of that, so literally nobody knew what my shirt said at fucking all, except that bitch, and she only saw it because I was reaching up, and my jacket was falling open, and then I was like, okay, oh, okay, I see, and she goes, yeah, so, you know, we like to keep a certain level of decorum up here in business class, and then I was like, decorum. And she goes, yeah. I go, oh, okay, I see. And I was like, well, I didn't know there was a dress code for the plane that I bought 4 tickets for. I didn't realize there was a dress code. Is that like somewhere am I supposed to read that before I got on the plane or? And then we were just staring at each other for like 2 seconds. And she goes, no, there's not a dress code. I was like, okay, so then what are we talking about? And then she was just like, I would just hope that you would want to be mindful of other people's children on board. And then I was like, okay. Mind you, it's like 6 a.m., right? There's not one child. Was there one child around you? I didn't see one. Not one child. And then she said that. And then I was like, well, I don't see how other people having kids around me is my problem, but okay. And then she eventually left me the fuck alone because we were both like, girl, what the fuck? And then Daison was telling me, she's like, I literally Googled it because I was like, is there a dress code for Delta?
And they've had issues in the past of other like flight attendants not letting like people get on if they have leggings or a girl had a bodysuit on.
Girl, what are you talking about, bro? That's why I was like, this is insane. Redirect this energy back to TSA.
No shit. Go police what people were wearing there. And even then we went through TSA and we had to take our jackets off, so they saw it and they didn't care.
Just like,
what the hell are you talking about?
Who gives a fuck? Like, who cares? Who cares?
If it's a like, I can't even. I would never say anything on it. Like, I can't think of anything that I would put in there that I would be like, you can't wear that shirt on the airplane.
I'm like, it's 6 a.m. Go do your fucking job, bitch. I have to lay down and go to sleep.
Or I'm literally gonna die.
I'm gonna die. I told Jason I was laughing almost the entire conversation because I thought she was kidding. I thought you were kidding.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
Anyways, it was so awful. And then I had lots of my friends told me that's not, make sure you email about that girl. Like I had so many of my friends.
And we got her name and her badge number. They don't have badge numbers. I got your name, girl.
Her badge number. It's like police department.
I got your name and number, girl. Don't you worry.
Yeah, dude. And then she was afraid of me the whole flight. I hate a bitch that steps to you and cowers and then acts like they're being hit.
I know.
No, please. I'm like, you came up to me. Bitch, did that conversation go the way you thought it was going to go? I didn't think so. What a stupid girl. Get out of my fucking face immediately.
I can't with this right now.
Yeah. I was like, I literally was like, I fail to see how other kids existing around me is any of my problem. Like, that's none of my business.
Well, and like, not to be a bitch, none of them were in first class, so I think we'll be good.
There weren't any.
I think we'll be good.
And even if there were, fuck
Girl,
your kids.
Fuck
How about that?
Kids and fuck you too.
Yeah, literally. I was like, yeah, fuck you too. I was like, fuck those kids, fuck your kids, and fuck your grandkids. How about that?
People say, like, have you ever had someone say, will you give up your seat so my kid can sit here? Or would you mind switching seats with my kid because he wanted to sit next to the window? And the people will be like, no.
And you know what? It is what it is. I when I was a single rider, I switched seats with people if they wanted to sit with their loved ones.
Yeah,
I didn't give a fuck
that,
about that. Or like, it's just like comfortability.
No, they would be like, would you switch seats with my kid so she can see out the window? And they were like, no.
And you know what? They're allowed to say that.
Yeah.
You want to hear something fucked up? Like, one day I was like, where were we flying back from? Oh, I think we were coming back from Arizona. But me and Billy weren't sitting next to each other, but we always just ask if we're not next to each other. We ask if someone will
it was
switch.
New York. We were flying.
Well, it
to
happened
New
there
York.
too. It actually happened there too. But like, basically, I have really bad anxiety in airports for some odd reason. For a lot of reasons. But honestly, I just like to be with everyone else, at least one person I know. Also, my vision's very poor, so I feel extra vulnerable, like someone in the wild. So I just like to be next to someone I know. And so we always ask right when they get there, so it's not too like inconvenient. Nobody's getting a seat downgrade, nothing like that. One guy literally was just like, no, because I don't want to. Because Billy always goes, my wife has really bad anxiety. Like, would you mind switching with her? And then they're always like, he said, no, I don't want to.
I don't feel like it.
And he's well within his right to say that, obviously. I just think that's kind of fucked up.
He's like,
I could, but no, because you guys seem happy and I'm not. And we were like, oh, okay. And what's even worse is the one I'm thinking of right now. It was from Arizona to LA. That flight, not kidding, 30 minutes. Like, it's like 30, 45 minutes.
Mm-hmm. And that one was like an old white guy. Yeah. That one, he was rude. I remember that one.
He was so rude. He was rude to the flight attendants. He was rude at the desk. Like, he was rude to everybody. And then, of course, like, Billy, I was like, well, I'm not going to ask him. He's clearly a fucking dick, and he's not going to want to talk to women. So Billy asked, and then he was like, no. And then Billy goes, it's just like she has really bad anxiety. I just really wanted to be able to sit next to her if that's okay. And then he was like, no, I just don't want to. And Billy was like, okay.
I forgot that one. Yeah.
So, like, shit like that, I'm like, you're a dick, dude. Like, obviously you can do that. Obviously it's your seat, but that's fucked up.
Yeah.
It's like, that's just rude for no fucking reason. But some people being like, would you mind downgrading so my family and I could? Oh no.
No.
I literally saw a TikTok once of a girl complaining that someone wouldn't like trade seats so that her husband could sit with her and her 2 kids in first class.
Mm-hmm.
And she was like, would you mind switching? Because he had like the extra comfort one that's like right behind it. And the girl was like, no. And then she was like, isn't that so fucking rude? She didn't want our family to be together. And I was like, you're asking her to downgrade her seat that she spent money on.
Yeah. Oh, no.
She looked back. She's like, no.
Leave me alone.
Dude, come on. Anyways, fuck airports.
This next one's from Josie. She asked, what are your top 5 sauces? I feel like you could tell a lot by a person by what sauces they choose.
God, that's such a great question. Number 1, honey mustard. Always. Number 2, spicy honey mustard, if they have it.
The honey mustard at Wendy's has horseradish in it, and I don't like it.
I love horseradish, so you're on your own.
It burns my nose.
That's what I love about it.
Oh.
Like sauerkraut type beat.
Ew, that tastes like that too?
Yeah, it has that like, it's like vinegar and shit in it, so it has like the stingy, you know what I mean?
I'm thinking of the spicy.
Horseradish is spicier, I think, than sauerkraut, but I'm just saying it has similar components. Every Eastern European is gonna eat me alive for saying that.
I hope you're prepared.
Might be. I'm not familiar with your culture.
I hope you're prepared.
I'm not familiar.
Wait, so 2 different spicy or honey mustards?
Yeah, I like honey mustards, ketchup mustard.
Ketchup mustard?
No, ketchup mustard.
Oh, okay.
No, wait.
Start over.
Honey mustard?
Yeah.
Ketchup, regular mustard. Barbecue sauce.
Sriracha.
Sriracha.
Sriracha is like your favorite
No.
hot
Switch
sauce.
Switch out barbecue sauce, put in Tapatio.
You like Tapatio more than Sriracha?
No, I'm having both in there.
Oh, okay. I thought you were ranking them. I'm sorry.
No. Honey mustard, ketchup, regular mustard, Tapatio,
yep, Sriracha.
Top 5.
Mine would be ranch,
Of course.
mayonnaise, mustard, more ranch. I just like, those are the only ones I care about for sauce. Maybe I'll throw Caesar's dressing in there. I like that.
Dason hates. She hates.
And I like the truff hot sauce. That's my favorite hot sauce.
She doesn't really fuck with like sauces like that. Like, she's a real plain girl. If she likes sauces, there's not many of them.
I only like the sauce if it has mayonnaise in it.
For the most part.
Yeah. Like a white sauce, I'll pick every time. Wait, I put pesto in there.
I don't know if that's a sauce. Well, yeah, I guess it is a sauce because you put it on like pasta and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was thinking like a spread, which I guess is the same thing.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Shut up. Yeah, those are my picks.
Damn, there was something I was going to say right now that was really funny.
When I was little, I would eat everything plain. Now that I'm older, because I'm 30, now I eat sauce. Wait, oh my God, does sour cream count? Wait, I have to start over. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, so counts. Ranch, sour cream, mayonnaise. Oh no, there's so many. Mustard, and then the hot sauce.
You know what I was gonna say? It would be really mean if someone said, "You look like you love mayonnaise."
And I don't even really love mayonnaise. If I had to pick a sauce, I like ones with mayonnaise.
No, I know that. Yeah. I'm just saying, like, that would be a really. Doesn't that feel like a mean thing to say to somebody?
Yeah, I could feel that. You just love a good dollop of mayonnaise.
You look like you really like mayonnaise.
Oh, dude, I love sour cream. Oh,
I hate sour cream.
Thinking about it. Okay, this next one's from Casey. She asked, how many geese do you think you could take in a fight? 0.
0, dude.
Maybe 1. Like, I think if I stuck my hand out fast enough and grabbed it by the neck, I could lasso it away from me.
You could never do that.
Yeah, I could. 1. There was more than 1. I'm done for.
You don't have the chops.
You're done for.
You don't have the chops to do that. I literally 0. 1 goose by itself is horrifying. Mm-hmm. I would probably spend the majority of that running, and that would freak me out even more because they would like be able to catch me because they can use their wings and shit. So I'm gonna say 0. I can't even fight 1 goose. Fuck all that. And like, unless I have something to swing, and even then, like, you could swing any. I've seen people throw crazy shit at geese, and like, they don't react at all. Yeah. Like, they don't give a fuck.
They lock in.
Yeah, they lock in, and they do not unlock.
Yeah,
they do not lock out.
I feel that.
So 0. Hate birds. Next question.
This next one's from Max. She asked, how many rotisserie chickens do you think you could put away? I honestly think I could do between 3 to 5.
Damn. Are you prepping for something? You shit.
Damn.
Are you going for Mr. World? Like, what the fuck?
I don't know.
Why are you eating like Hulk Hogan? What the fuck? The diet of a WWE wrestler.
I eat 3 rotisserie chickens a day. I don't even think I could do 1. I don't like to eat stuff that has bones.
3 to 5? Holy fuck, dude. Oh my god. That is so much fucking chicken. You're out of your mind, bitch. 3 to 5?
The best part of rotisserie chicken is the skin.
Why are you bulking? You're in protein surplus. Shit.
Too many macros, micros.
That's what I said. Are you going to Worlds? Holy shit. Bro, that's insane. Mr. Olympia head ass. God damn. Probably 1. I would say, like, I would say 1 as a normal person. As a carnivorous T-Rex, I would say 3 to 5. Shit. That is a crazy amount of chicken.
Are you taken aback a little bit?
Just saying you could eat 5 rotisserie chickens? What the fuck? Are you built like Kronk from The Emperor's New Groove? Holy shit, dude.
I didn't even think of 5. I just kept thinking of 3. That's so
What
many.
are you feeding?
Those
Holy
things are big
shit,
too.
dude. Bro, eating like the fucking Von Erichs, bro. 7 boys living in the house. Shit. 5 rotisserie chickens. Bro, what the fuck? That's an insane number, dude. You're eating like a fucking dragon kept under the fucking castle.
Okay, we're gonna do 2 more. Okay, guys. So this next one's from Alyssa. She said, "What is your top tier ugly cry cartoon movie?" It's the one where they eat 5 rotisserie chickens.
I'm still thinking about 5 rotisserie chickens.
My top tier ugly cartoon movie is for sure probably Soul.
Yeah.
Or
I was gonna say Soul.
Maybe Inside Out. I'd throw in there too.
Man. Dumbo for you.
Oh my god, I haven't watched that one in so long. Not gonna.
She can't.
I can't.
She's banned from watching Dumbo.
I can't move on when I have to watch it. I lock in.
She has she's been barred from watching that movie.
That one was pretty bad.
Dude, Elemental
Another
had
one
me fucked up.
The first cartoon movie I remember crying in theaters for was Monsters Inc. I remember that.
Oh god, yeah, same.
But I would also say probably the Iron Giant. I cry every time I watch that movie too.
Yeah, he's just too big, so it scares me. You know how I feel about that.
I love that movie.
He's just too big. I'm like, you're nice, but too big.
Bye.
Get smaller.
Kill it.
Kill it. I don't know.
Yeah, I'd say
Fight
Soul.
back.
Probably Soul.
Yeah, Soul get me every time, for sure. Turning Red was
I
pretty
cried on that
emotional too. I really was.
You guys, have you ever watched Trolls? The third Trolls movie, I cried in that one.
I haven't seen it.
Trolls, I think, Band Together. That's what it's called.
I've only seen Trolls 1.
Trolls 1's really good. Trolls 2 is also really good. Trolls 3 is the best Trolls. Hands down. Like, Trolls, I was like, this was gonna be dumb because, like, I was so excited to watch Despicable Me. Those movies are awful. I hate them. And
the
then,
first one goes crazy.
I don't like it. It's not funny.
I like the first Despicable Me, but it was one of those ones that I watched once and I've seen it enough times.
Well, if you could have minions, would you have them?
No, I think they would freak me out.
I would be scared of them.
Yeah, but it would be nice to have help.
Make them watch the dogs while you
yeah,
go to the
but
gym.
they're also more of a nuisance than they are. Like
there's always in us some sort of
like,
hijink.
honestly, I have 2 minions and they're a handful. Like that's why I have.
And they
2.
don't do anything they're supposed to be doing.
No, you know what they do? They throw up on my rug and then they fucking
wrestle.
Yeah, and they put their poop on my couch cushions when they don't poop off all the way. So, yeah, I don't need any more of those things. I changed my mind.
Okay, this is the last one we're doing. This one's from Evie, and they asked if you could pick only one lotion or moisturizer for the rest of your life, which one / which scent would you pick? And I picked this one specifically because you were talking to me on the phone about your favorite lotion.
Oh, yeah. So I'm obsessed currently. Well, I have 2 in mind. Well, for lotions, and then I'm going to do scents. The first one is the Fenty body butter, but specifically the brown sugar one. Ooh, so good. And don't be off put by the smell in the jar because it does smell very like
Buttery,
like creamy. but on the skin, bitch,
That's
you
why the
smell
Sol de
like
Janeiro used to have like a teal one, and it smells like butter, and it was gross. But when I put it on my skin, I smell like coconuts, and I love it.
yeah, dude. It literally smells like that, but on the skin, you smell like a snickerdoodle, bitch. I'm not kidding. So that's one. The second one is the way St. Bart's.
Yeah, the
Body
St. Bart's
butter.
one goes crazy.
Oh, it smells like summer. I buy that. I am on Ways PR, and I also buy the shit all the time. Like, I buy the lotion, a lot of the hair products, and then also the body, what do you call it? Body wash. That's also the St. Bart's scent.
Yeah, the scrub goes crazy too.
Oh, so great. So yeah, those are my 2 lotions.
My favorite lotion right now, I'm on a huge Sol de Janeiro kick, so I tried that new purple one that attracts the wolf spiders.
Oh yeah.
It didn't attract anything to me, not even a partner. But
Stupid.
that one's a body butter. I really like that one. I feel like it made my skin so soft, and you don't have to use that much of it because
their
it's
lotion's
like so thick.
Good.
But my favorite one is the darker pink one. There's like a light pink, the darker one. That one goes crazy. I'm using that right now because I just finished the body butter. It's my favorite.
Period.
And it stays on you all day. Like, I showered and put lotion on, and I know tomorrow when I work out, I'm gonna smell it on my skin, and I can't wait.
Hell yeah. That's how I feel about that lotion. Like, I love Sol de Janeiro too. Like, that's also one of my favorite lotions. The OG scent. I like that one, and then the other 2 I mentioned. But the regular Fenty one too, I also really like that one. I just love that cinnamon one, and I can't find it anywhere. I don't know where it is.
Drew was on Whitney Cummings' podcast, and she asked her a really important question at the end, which we also pitched to our Patreoners.
Oh,
Do you put on lotion when you get out of the shower? And so so far the poll was good. A lot of people said yes.
Yeah, I don't really know how you don't, but like, I guess if you weren't raised
Putting
and
lotion
taught
on.
to do that, then
Yeah.
I guess you just don't do it.
I
but
just
you
think,
should.
like, are you just itchy all the time?
That's what I said. I
Itchy?
said that on her thing too. I'm like, you just take it off and it looks like a chalk outline in your clothing because all your dead skin is
You're
in
just
there.
itchy at all times.
Also, like, this is like, I don't know if this is like a flex. I hope it's not. I'm not trying to make
are
it
you
one.
telling them about your dolphin back?
Yeah, I just have really smooth skin, like, especially
Like, her
my
back,
back.
I'm not exaggerating. That's where I made that joke up. Was like, it feels like dolphin skin, and it's gross. And I've never touched a dolphin, but that's what I imagine it feeling like. Drew's back, and it's gross.
It's just like really soft. I don't know why.
Like, I was putting sunscreen on her back. I'm like, why
Yeah.
does it feel like that? She's all like, what? Well, like, so like slippery.
like
I
when you
hate it.
touch a whale.
Yeah, what I imagine, or like a stingray. What I imagine their skin, a manta ray. It's gross, blubber, like smooth. It's sickening.
Might be.
So,
But anyways,
if you guys come and see us on tour, we'll let you touch Drew's back.
don't touch me. You guys know how I feel about that. I strongly attribute that though to, I think, partially because I've always been a lotioned up girl. Like,
I guess I can't ask you that because she can put on sunscreen on her back, which is so gross. I don't know how you put lotion on your back like that.
like that.
I only put lotion. I put lotion on like my whole front and the back of my legs, and then I can't reach my back.
No, I always know when my back's dry because it's itchy. And I hate it. And I'll literally go get lotion if I can't get the one spot for whatever
You
reason.
just slap it on your back.
Yeah, or no, I'll tell Billy, like, please, can you put lotion on the center of my back? I hate it. It's
Especially
like
with
literally
your
a thing.
tattoo, I'm sure it gets
Well, now, yeah, especially.
crispy.
But my tattoo healed so fast.
I know, mine did too. That's why I'm excited to get a new one.
Yeah, my entire back healed so fast.
Yeah.
Period.
Nice.
I'm on scented lotions and everything again.
Sucker. Okay, that's gonna do it for this week's episode of Two Idiot Girls.
Yes.
We hope you enjoyed it. Look out for a new poll that'll be going out for the next couple episodes, like themes, stuff like that on our Instagram.
And don't forget to join the Patreon.
Exactly. We have exclusive content on there. We also filmed a vlog in New York. It hasn't gone live yet, and I don't know when it is, but it will only be on our Patreon. But if you enjoyed this episode, you can listen to other episodes ever you can listen to podcasts, and the video version is always on our YouTube channel. Other than that, we love you, and we'll see you next week. Bye.
Bye.